now, as you're watching this, you probably believe you're the one making choices in your life. What to eat, who to love, what to buy, even what you believe. But what if I told you, most of those decisions are not truly yours? What if invisible strings, hidden psychological traps, have been pulling your thoughts, your fears, and your desires without you ever noticing? Tonight, I'll reveal to you the most dangerous and rarely exposed dark psychology secrets that are quietly shaping your world. Secrets that corporations, leaders, and toxic people don't want you to see. Once you understand them, you'll never look at your choices the same way again. Buckle up. This is gonna get uncomfortable. Secret 1. The illusion of choice. We live in a world where freedom is marketed as the highest virtue. But is your freedom even real? Think about it. When you walk into a grocery store, you feel powerful because you see hundreds of brands on the shelf. Yet, did you know that most of those brands belong to the same 3 corporations? Your choice is not freedom. It's a controlled illusion. Psychologists call this bounded rationality. Our brains can only handle so many options before they short-circuit. And when that happens, we default to the safest-looking or most familiar one. Exactly the outcome companies want. Secret 2. The fear button. Fear is the most powerful remote control ever invented for the human brain. When fear is triggered, the rational part of your mind shuts down, and the survival brain takes over. Politicians, media outlets, and corporations know this. That's why they don't just sell you products. They sell you fear. Ever notice how the news rarely reports on calm, positive progress? Instead, it screams about dangers, threats, crimes, and crises. Because when you're afraid, you cling to the very system that frightens you. It's not just manipulation. It's psychological addiction. Fear makes you feel small, vulnerable, and desperate for safety. And in that state, you're easiest to control. Secret 3. The comfort cage. Your brain has a cruel paradox. It hates being trapped, but it hates uncertainty even more. That's why people stay in jobs they despise, relationships that drain them, and habits that are slowly killing them. The truth is, comfort is a golden cage. It feels safe, but it keeps you from growth. Psychologists call this loss aversion. We fear losing what we have more than we desire gaining something better. That's why even when a door to freedom is wide open, most people never walk through it. Secret 4. The mirror effect. Do you know why manipulators are so effective? It's not because they're smarter than you. It's because they're mirrors. They reflect back your values, your desires, your insecurities. They laugh when you laugh. They validate your opinions. They make you feel seen in ways no one else does. And then, once you're hooked, they use your reflection as a weapon. Suddenly, your trust becomes their control. Secret 5. The silent chain, social proof. You may think you're independent, but humans are wired to follow the crowd. It's an evolutionary survival trait. In ancient times, standing apart from the group often meant death. That instinct still lives in your DNA. Today, it's called social proof. If everyone claps, you clap. If everyone buys, you buy. If everyone cancels someone, you cancel them too. Experiments proved people knowingly gave wrong answers to simple questions, just because the group said so. And it happens to you daily, every time you conform without thinking. Secret 6. The authority trap. From the day you're born, you're taught to obey authority. Parents, teachers, bosses, doctors, politicians. The voice of authority becomes the voice of truth. But here's the danger. Your brain struggles to separate authority from morality. The infamous Milgram experiment showed that ordinary people, just like you, were willing to deliver deadly shocks to strangers, simply because a man in a white lab coat told them to. Toxic systems thrive because of this. It's not evil leaders alone that keep them alive. It's ordinary people obeying without question. Secret 7. The spotlight illusion. Right now, you probably worry too much about what people think of you. The stain on your shirt, the way you spoke in a meeting, the awkward thing you said at a party. But here's the shocking truth. No one cares as much as you think. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. You believe the world is watching, but most people are too busy obsessing over themselves to even notice you. The tragedy? This illusion chains millions of people in self-doubt and overthinking, paralyzing them while opportunities slip away. Secret 8. The scarcity trick. Scarcity is one of the oldest psychological weapons. Limited edition. Only 2 left. Offer ends tonight. These aren't just words. They're carefully designed triggers for your primal brain. Scarcity makes your brain panic. You stop evaluating logically, and you rush to grab whatever is disappearing. It's why online stores and airlines thrive on fake urgency. The sad truth? Most of the time, scarcity is an illusion. But your fear of missing out makes it feel real. Secret 9. The survivor's lie. Survivorship bias. You've heard stories. The billionaire who dropped out of college, the athlete who beat all odds, the creator who became famous overnight. But what about the millions who dropped out, failed, and vanished? The survivors are visible. The failures are invisible. This is called survivorship bias. Your brain sees winners and assumes success is common, while ignoring the countless untold losses. The danger? You build unrealistic expectations of yourself, chasing fantasies built on half-truths. Secret 10. The social media illusion. You think you're scrolling freely, but every click, every second of watch time is engineered to keep you trapped. Algorithms don't care about truth or happiness. They care about one thing: keeping you engaged. And the strongest engagement comes from anger, fear, and outrage. That's why your feed often feels toxic, because negativity glues you to the screen. You're not choosing content. The system is choosing you. Secret 11. The reward loop. Every notification, like, and comment is a tiny hit of dopamine. It feels harmless. But your brain treats it like a slot machine, unpredictable, addictive, and nearly impossible to quit. This isn't random. Social media platforms are designed like casinos. The house always wins, and you are the gambler who never cashes out. Secret 12. The inception effect. The greatest form of control is not forcing you to think something. It's making you believe you thought of it yourself. This is how advertising works. This is how political narratives spread. Seeds are planted subtly until one day you defend an idea as if it was born inside you. The truth? It wasn't yours to begin with. It was inception. And once that seed takes root, it's almost impossible to pull out. These 12 traps aren't just theories. They are alive in your everyday life, shaping how you think, act, and even who you become. Most people will continue living blind, never realizing their strings are being pulled. But now you've seen behind the curtain. If you want to go deeper, to uncover even darker truths about how toxic people weaponize psychology against you, subscribe to Toxic Psychology. And in the next video, I'll expose a disturbing reality, the exact 7 manipulation tricks narcissists use to break your mind and keep you under their control. Don't miss it, because once you see it, you'll never be fooled again.